Good morning, Nista family. So I decided to record myself going over my budget. Not budget. Oh Lord, going over my budget and just doing a weekly check-in. And I must say that I am so proud of myself. And I know I say that a lot, but I'm really proud of myself because it was one time where I could not wrap my mind around planning ahead or budgeting what I had or thinking that I had enough or being disciplined and responsible enough to make my money grow. I would always pay my bills, to keep the roof over my head and to make sure nothing got cut off. But to see how far I've come with just changing my mindset, I just want you guys to know today that if you pray about something and if you're sincere and serious about wanting to make a change, it'll happen. It will happen. Even if you don't understand how it's going to happen, if you don't believe it's going to happen, if you can't conceive it with your own mind, prayer works. I have such clarity now when it comes to my finances, when it comes to what I spend my money on, when it comes to what I pray about, what I ask God for, what I decide is best in my life. I haven't shopped for material possessions in about 2 months now. And I look at what I have and I tell myself, you don't need anything. You may want something, but if you change your desires, your outcome will change. And I realized that I would rather have more resources, financial resources available to me than shoes. I realized that I would rather have more financial resources available to me than pocketbooks. I realized that a better I would have a better outlook on things, that when emergencies happen, I don't have to call anybody else. I can rely on myself. I realized that I was abusing the blessings that God was, bestowing upon me. I realized that I was abusive to money. Um, and it's not the love of money, because that's a sin, but the things that being financially secure brings. I was adding more stress to my life than was necessary. I was adding more burden to my life than necessary. I can't blame anybody else for my lack of, and when I say lack of knowledge, I'm not going to blame it on the way I was raised. I'm not going to blame it on, not being educated on X, Y, and Z. I've always said I am my own responsibility. And I accept responsibility for the parts that I've played, because honestly, I knew better. I just didn't want to stretch myself. And also, I got consumed and caught up in what I would see other people doing and how other people were living and the things that other people were buying. And I felt like that's the direction. It was almost like, I was a zombie. I was just following. I was not leading my own life, having my own direction, doing what was best for me. But when I decided to think for myself and to walk in my truth and in my purpose and include God in every decision that I made, boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's a new day.
Ready or not, ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and then I play my enemies like a game of chess where I rest. No stress if you don't